Thursday Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Adrian.
Yes.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yeah, it's good to be here.
It's good to be here once again. So, Thursday the 23rd?
23rd.
23rd of January. And Adelaide is freezing.
I love it. I love it. It's great. Get warmer.
Isn't summer wonderful?
It's great. Winter's going to be 55 degrees and raining sideways.
But this weather's been not too bad. I like it.
No, I like it.
It's a bit blowy today, a bit windy. Anyway, what's been happening?
Well, the gym is going great.
Gym's going really good.
Yeah, everyone's in here all the time now. It's excellent. Every night it's pretty busy, but not overly busy.
Yep.
Everyone talks to everyone. There was laughter. There was clanging of weight. That was excellent the other night, and I loved it.
I've been coming in the mornings doing my cardio around 6:30ish, and at first I was surprised at how many people were here. 6:30.
It's pretty consistent.
But it's this good morning crowd. So shout out to all the morning trainers like myself. Only the cardio.
Yeah.
All right. What's been happening?
What's been happening?
Well-
I think. Go on. You got it. You got it. I believe in you.
All right, what we'll do is
Okay.
we'll talk about a few of the new products that have come out. And we mentioned last week that the ATP TGA approved range has started to roll out with 4 new products. But we want to talk about the latest one, which is the Ares, which is their replacement for the Mars.
Yes, it is.
Now, with the other 3 products that they introduced, they're pretty much unchanged formulas from their old formulas.
Yep.
But this one here is a totally new product.
Yes.
So you could pretty well say that, well, it is. It's a totally new ATP product in the same guise as Mars was, which was a men's testosterone support product. But this one now is being marketed as general health, men's health, and women's health.
Yeah, women's health. That's the most interesting one.
Which we will go into in a minute.
Yeah.
Now, the general purpose of this product is as a men's testosterone support product.
Yes. Yep.
I'll quickly just read out the product description which ATP has put out, because this is the official TGA approved product description, which all the retailers have to abide by as well. So the new Ares by ATP Science. Ares is a capsulated formula designed to prominently for men to enhance and maintain natural testosterone levels. However, Ares can also be used for women to support a healthy hormonal balance during menopause. This distinctive formula contains the purest ingredients such as Panax ginseng, Tribulus terrestris, Trigonella phoenum gracia, I think, and Urtica doicea. These ingredients all work synergistically to assist with supporting testosterone synthesis by decreasing the rate of conversion of testosterone to estrogen and reducing cortisol levels. This can lead to increased lean muscle gain, improved libido, sexual performance, and increased energy levels in men, and reduce the occurrence of menopausal symptoms in females. Ares endeavours to enhance your overall vitality, motivation, mood, and well-being for all users. So there you go.
So what are those ingredients again, Kim?
So basically, it's got only 4 ingredients.
4 ingredients.
4 ingredients.
Yep.
Which are pretty well ingredients that have been used in just about all testosterone support products for a long time.
For a long time. They're very Ayurvedic medicine based.
Which are all proven ingredients that do the job, and hence why it has got its TGA approval. Now, the interesting thing that we were talking about in this product just before with Adrian was the last ingredient, which is your Urtica dioica.
Deosha?
Deosha?
We just called it what it is, stinging nettle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stinging nettle, basically. Now, stinging nettle has got a number of uses, and well-supported uses, but the 2 of the main ones why it's being used in this product is that it's a well-known herb for supporting healthy female hormonal balance during menopause. By supporting a healthy hormonal balance, Urtica helps to reduce the occurrence of menopausal symptoms, and also helps to reduce the irritability and mood swings associated with menopause. For men, Urtica helps support natural testosterone formation. Now, some of you will go along, well, why is that added into a men's testosterone support product? Well, for the main reason that one of the other main purposes of stinging nettle or urtica is to treat enlarged prostate symptoms. So it's been put into the product to help maintain healthy prostate.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is a good idea to put into a test boosting formula. So generally, they said to take 1 capsule 3 times a day. That's fine. If I use the product, I would take 2 in the morning and 2 at night.
Yeah, I find it's a little bit that way as well. Myself.
I think so.
Go through a bit quicker.
But yeah, so anywhere from 3 to 4 capsules a day, I think, for good optimal use. Now, for women that are approaching their menopausal age, this is then a product that then could be used by them to help maintain healthy hormonal balance and levels. And hence, that's why it is being marketed as for men's health and for women's health as well. So there you go. That is now available. The ATP Ares is now available at all locations. It's the same price as before, $89.95, and you're going to get about a month's supply of it. So there you go. Done. All right, we've had some questions coming.
Yeah, a fair few actually, which is good.
Now, one of the questions, I'll answer this one because it was related to me. I put up a picture the other day on social media, and Ari shared it onto our Instagram page and Facebook page. Was after a cardio session, I put up a picture of me and I was saturated, absolutely soaked in sweat, and I just put up the caption like 50 minutes of cardio and 1 Instaho capsule. And what we're talking about here is the Instaho. We've talked about it a number of times, and how it increases such a huge thermogenetic effect in me that I just sweat for about 3 hours after. So after I even finish the cardio, I have to time the product that it gives me about 3 hours before I go and leave the house, because I won't be able to do that without a dry shirt. But one of the questions that someone put on that post was that why is sweating good for fat burning? Now, the sweating is caused in this product by an ingredient called lean GBB that converts in your body to carnitine. Now, it's been shown that conversion to carnitine is what causes that thermo effect. Nobody knows really why or how. That's what it does. And I can attest to that, and just about everyone who uses the product, including yourself, can attest to that. Now, what happens is when you have this guy based his question on the calories in versus calories out. So why would sweating increase fat burning when he thought it was just a simple matter of calories in versus calories out? Well, he's correct. You are correct. But what happens, the sweating is caused by a thermogenesis effect, heating up your body, which causes an increase in your metabolic rate, which is burning more calories, which hence is exactly referring to that calories in versus calories out. So after I finish exercising or doing my cardio, that thermo effect keeps going for a good 2 hours, 2.5 hours afterwards, which means my metabolic rate is high, which means I'm continuing to burn calories at a high rate even after I finished.
But I think also he was asking is the amount of sweat going into how much your metabolic rate is going. Well, I'll answer this one. So sweating is a natural bodily occurrence that happens when the internal temperature reaches a certain amount where it gets too hot. Your body will then perspire, causing water to come in off your body, making your internal body temperature cool down. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how much, like thermogenic, all they do is make you hot, which causes you to perspire, which causes you would need to cool down, because the body it gets too hot, it goes into heat shock, and then you can die. So sweating is just a defense mechanism against heat. That's sweating. I think he was also asking what is sweating.
That's right. So, but you know me, like we've been training for a long time together. When I'm generally training, I'm not one of these sweating people. I'm not sweating profusely. And like I said, we've talked about this a number of times with this product. When I take this product, that effect on me is multiple fold. Multiple fold. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, you'll then continue to burn more calories.
Yes, of course.
At that rate afterwards, after that exercise is finished. And hence that still then adds into that equation of calories in versus calories out. If you can burn more calories than you're putting in, you're going to lose weight. Simple as that. You had some questions?
I have some questions over on my Instagram, which I chucked up on there, and I got a few back, which is good, and there weren't bot questions with a hand or a smiley face or a good job. So first off, we got one from Rocco asking any new plant-based proteins coming out.
Maybe. Maybe not. Look, we've got Prana. We've got Ghost.
Yep.
At our shops, we've got Balance.
Then we have some of the Optimum Nutrition, the
Optimum Nutrition, and Maxes.
Yeah.
All right, Maxes. So we've got 5 plant-based proteins. And in all honesty, out of all our sales, plant-based proteins aren't a huge market for us. But that being said, we did test one by Switch Nutrition, which is a really good Australian company. They sent us some samples of their plant-based proteins, which are based on that watermelon
pumpkin seed.
Yeah. So they mixed really great. They didn't have too much of that earthy texture, grittiness, and the flavors were magnificent. So that is something that we might look into in future.
Cool. All right, we got another one from a competitor, Mike can tell me.
Michael?
Yeah. And he asked, do you personally train abs directly? No. I find I always start training them when it's 8 or 10 weeks out from a comp, just because.
I find ab training boring.
It is too boring.
I find it so boring that I just cannot do it. And even on my last comps that I did, I started to do it like you said, thinking that I need to do some ab training.
Get them popping out.
And get them to pop, etc. And I really did it. I don't know. As you have to do it thing.
Yeah, it's sort of a mental thing. Might as well. But I work abs through heavy free weight compound movements. Deadlifts, deflated deadlifts, squatting, just picking up heavy shit off the ground, really. I mean, I've had some of the worst abdoms after a heavy deadlift or a heavy squat day. A few months ago when we did the safety bar squats, I was the next one, I couldn't actually bend because my core was so sore.
If I do a high rep deadlift workout, the next 2 days my core is sort of to the point that I can feel it when I cough and sneeze and laugh. But look, I'm not, and we're not saying that you shouldn't train.
No,
abs. We just don't.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah, I know some people that train abs all the time and they've got a wicked midsection. But I think if you're going to train abdominals, though, I will add this: I don't think you should train them with weights.
No.
Yeah, because you don't actually want your abs to grow that much, because they are still a muscle. I see people doing side bends, with 50 kilo dumbbells and thinking that, why would you thicken your waist?
Yeah. Speaking of a good midsection, this leads into the next guy who asked the question, Dave, here from the gym.
Yep.
He's got a wicked set of abs though.
Yeah.
He trains 3 hours a day. I just want to punch him sometimes. But he asks, do you still train if you've strained, for example, your shoulder? So, aka, do we still train when we're injured? Yes.
Yes, I do.
It isn't the best thing you can do by far, and I'm probably the worst person to say you should never take a rest. But if I'm injured, I will find ways to work around it. Like for instance, if for the last 2 weeks or so I didn't do any pressing, I eliminated pressing. I did a lot of flies, a lot of high rep, moderate weight things that's not going to affect my shoulder joint, and it naturally just healed itself from me working around it.
Yep.
You've had your quad issue for the last best part of a month.
Yep.
And you've worked around it. You're working quads, still working legs.
Yeah, and I had that forearm injury for 6 months.
Yeah, and you still did everything. Still did.
And I still continue to train. So I think if you can train around it, there's nothing wrong with you training it. But if you keep training to the point then you finish training and that, for instance with Dave, your shoulder is still aching, that means you're not training around that injury.
No. And the one thing that's probably going to affect him the most would be your calisthenics, which you see him do here all the time.
Yeah.
Ripping himself from side to side in a bar, that can't be good for the shoulder.
Yeah.
So maybe take that a break for about a week and see how you go. That's all the questions I got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You've written something else down here.
I've written a few things.
I'll go through some of these things that you've written out. training a detective.
Yes.
What the hell does that mean?
So I've been trained with a gentleman who was in the police force, in the army. He was actually put onto me via SAPOL because he has post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yep.
Heavy work. He's told me a lot about it. I'm not going to go into detail on it. And we've been training him for a best part of 8 weeks now, and strength has gone through the roof. Deadlifting 130 for reps after barely pulling 70 off the ground. His health has naturally gotten better. He's actually getting a sleep apnea machine, which has tied into, he gets 5 hours of restless sleep per night. So I just found that very interesting that all these issues could actually stem from a lack of sleep.
Well, well, that's been proven that lack of sleep, it can be a lot of issues.
Yes.
And people come up to me all the time and say, I need some energy, I just feel... First thing I ask them always is, how's your sleep?
Yeah, how's your sleep?
Yeah,
how's your quality of sleep?
And try to find an underlying reason why they're not then sleeping. And usually it's stress.
Yep.
But it can be other things, lots of things. But stress would be most probably your number one, which hence then releases cortisol.
Yep.
Cortisol, you want cortisol levels to be low at night, you want them to be high in the morning.
Okay. Next one I've written down was same guy. We're talking about one of his family members doing like a running goal, and I asked him, how are you going to do that? He's like, well, I'm going to make him run 1 kilometer over this time and then increase it each time. So I said to him, okay, so you're applying progressive overload to cardio.
Yep.
Which got me thinking. Every single person that has a running goal, like a lot of people who I want to do City to Bay, I want to do a marathon, I want to do a half marathon, I want to get fitter, they will jump on the treadmill and go, I want to run 15 minutes, as far as I can go. The next day or next 2 days, they'll try beating that.
Yep.
They'll try beating the next one, next one. A lot of people would rather apply progressive overload to cardio than weight training.
Yeah. I apply to both.
Yeah, so...
I do the same. When I come here, if I come to the gym to do my cardio, like this morning it was raining, so I came here, I do a 1 hour walk on the treadmill, and I try to beat the distance that I did in that 1 hour. So this morning I did 6.75 kilometres in one hour.
Yeah.
60 minutes. So that's got to stick in my head that now I've got to try and beat that next time. You're not going to do it all the time, but some days you will, and some days you won't. But that's how you should apply all of your
so I just found it very interesting that the more I thought about it, the more I realised that people apply progressive overload to cardio but not weights.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing a lot of people on social media now tracking and applying their training and getting better each week.
Yeah.
And that makes me very happy.
Exactly right. You got here training while on holidays.
Yeah. So I had a member come on the other day, asked me if I'm going to be training while I'm overseas, and I said yes, and he said why?
Yep.
And I said because I don't want to get fat and I like training. And I can justify eating crap if I train.
Yeah, look, I was just saying when I went on holiday, I still trained every day, and one reason was what you just said is because I like training.
Yes.
Training to me is not a chore, it's not something that I have to do, it's something that I want to do, and if I don't do it, I will feel mentally and physically shit.
Yeah.
So, my wife always says, we're on holiday, why do you have to go train? Well, for that reason. Now, I do that out of the way so that we can enjoy our holiday.
Yeah.
Which means that I'll get up at 5 a.m, 4:30 in the morning, and last time we were on a cruise, I would get up at 5 in the morning, go to the gym, do some training for 45 minutes, an hour, come back in the shower. My wife is still asleep. It hasn't affected our holiday in any way.
Not at all.
None whatsoever. I'm still getting my training in. I'm not impacting on our holiday, and everything's fine.
Yeah.
So if you do want to go and train while you're on holiday, train on holidays. If you don't want to, if you want to use it as a deload or a rest period, do that as well.
Yeah.
But there's no need to go on social media every day and post about it.
Exactly. Okay.
All right, we'll finish off with one more here that you've written here. Another over dieting and bodybuilding, and in brackets, females.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Okay. So again, there was a lot of first-time competitors at season B last year, and a lot of them dieted for a long period of time to get to a certain condition. They would then come out of comp, get to a point where, I'm nowhere near as lean as I was when I'm on stage, so I'm going to diet back down.
Yeah.
They stay in this depleted state for 6 to 8 months out of the year, and then when it's time to actually compete again, they'll diet even harder on a previously already dieted down frame, causing them to come in smaller, softer, with less muscle.
Yep.
Is the most backwards thing when it comes to competing in a show where the more muscle you have overall, the better you're going to be.
That's right.
So my little tidbit to a lot of the competitors out there and female competitors is, when you're in an off season, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yep.
You will get put on more weight, definitely. It's going to happen. You are probably going to feel sluggish at times. Yeah, it's going to happen. But in order for you to progress in this sport particularly, you have to get better.
That's right.
You have to get to that point where, okay, I'm nowhere near as lean as I was when I'm on stage, but I'm still relatively lean, but I'm heavier than I should think I should be.
Yep.
I'm in peak off season right now. I look shredded, but I feel good. I feel strong. I am uncomfortable all the time. My stomach is constantly hurting, but I'm enjoying it because I'm getting stronger.
Yep.
Just, you have to face that fact is you're not going to be lean year round.
No, and girls posting these pictures of themselves with year-round abdominals are more than likely posting pictures that they took 1 million of themselves when they were in contest condition. And girls, you're not meant to have abs.
No.
Visible abs.
No.
Ever. And if you diet down to a contest, that's really great. But after that, to try and maintain that look is going to ruin you with hormones.
Hormonal load, yep.
Everything. You know, you go back to being healthy women and enjoy and love training and train, like Adrian said, to improve so you come better. The most frustrating thing as a contest promoter for me is every year we get lots and lots of women competing, and I would say 5% or less will ever come back and do it again. Whereas with guys, it's 60-70% come back and do it
it's
again.
fun.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
but the girls and one reason I think is this off-season headspace that they get into. That they
I'm going to look fat.
Yeah, that's right.
In comparison to a bodybuilding show, hell yeah.
Yep.
Of course you are. I'm fat. If I was 12%, I'd be fat.
Yep.
But that's visible abs for a man. That's fat in the terms of a contest. You get down to 5%. Anything more than that, you're technically fat to what you have been.
That's right.
Just embrace it.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself. Don't go stupid with it though.
No.
Just have fun with it.
Exactly right. I think that's it.
Yep.
Before we go, I'll say one thing is don't go posting selfies of yours in a bathroom when someone is in the background having a piss.
Yeah.
This seems to be some sort of common occurrence coming out with guys now. The trouble is, well, I don't know if it's the trouble, but it seems to be associated with only one place. But don't go doing that.
No.
If I was the gym manager or owner and I saw a member doing that, they would be out. I don't care if it was done in a humorous thing or not.
Yeah.
You'd be out. Just don't do it anymore. It's getting stupid now.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it, guys.
Yep.
We'll catch you next week. If you've got any questions, hit us up on our social media and we'll try and answer them for you. Keep an eye out on Adrian's social media. He puts up question stories just about every second day. So some of those he will answer in person, online, and others we will then do here.
Yeah.
All right, so keep an eye out for those. We'll catch you guys next week. Don't forget, this episode, as per usual, is brought to you by Australian Muscle and Australian Muscle the Gym and Australian Muscle Online.
Free Australia-wide delivery.
Free Australia-wide delivery. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.